DSphere.
You've heard about it, now you want to see it. The world's first technology that allows you to communicate with anyone you'd like through mailing lists that do not allow you to be deplatformed. You see, we had requests for individuals that, I kid you not, had thousands of people in their mailing list technology. And then all of a sudden, when the mailing list provider, one, it was way too expensive to be real for the amount of, for the information they're sending out. The billables were just insanely high. And number two, they were deplatformed for talking about things that the platform didn't like. I don't know, vaccines or something. But really, if you have your own mailing list with your own people and you want to be able to communicate with those people, who am I or anyone able to say, no, you're not allowed to email anyone for any reason? Come on, it's emails. So this is the point of DSphere. So you have DSphere here. DSphere allows you to manage everything from web and e-commerce and media like YouTube-like stuff, cloud, and here's your mailing list and so on, team collaboration and so on. But we're going to talk about mailing list technology right now. So when you create a new mailing list, you can create a mailing list. I can go like test. Okay, or I can say, let's say it's a mailing list that pertains to a certain product, like P95 product. It will then create a mailing list for that product. You can associate that product with your e-commerce website. The way anyone who's purchased that product, for example, can get emails about product updates, stuff like that. It just is limitless how you can integrate this mailing list with the rest of your e-commerce, as well as Teams and everything else, your social media pages and so on and so forth. That's as of this date. What you're seeing right now is an emerging technology. It's constantly changing and adapting. We're constantly growing our design teams. There's so many cool things I want to add to this framework. I'm Damian Spalding, but there's only so much for me to go around. So we keep growing our teams. If you have a developer that'd like to help us develop this, then I'm all ears. So we have ourselves, let's say our first mailing list is all website users. So everyone, let's go into the website and click edit. And in here now I can say, I can create a public list name. What that means is people on your website can actually access, subscribe and unsubscribe without you having to add it manually. Okay, so you give it a public name, then you can retrieve it from your website. Give it a description that with typos and everything that has what you want to say to help to remind you of to help you remind you of exactly what this mailing list is about. And then it's who's going to be from, when they reply to it, who's it going to reply to. You can set up a testing email. This is where let's say before you send it out to 10,000 people or 100,000 people, you want to make sure it looks good, it functions well. So you can send a test email, send out tests before you send out to the world. And then after the email's been successfully broadcasted to whomever you want to broadcast, so you can create now a broadcast off this mail, you will then get a successful email address, email sent to you stating that, hey, okay, we've succeeded. Everyone has now received it. Enjoy. Okay. You can set a default subject. Therefore, every broadcast that you put against this mailing list automatically will fill in the subject for you. So it'd be like, I don't know, P95 product update. And therefore, it'll always be in the subject line, or just leave it blank and you can add it to every single mailing list. Require confirmation. This is important for, let's say, when you're dealing with outside clients. Some countries restrict you from being able to create an email mailing list unless they check off that you have permission to add them to that mailing list. Okay, so that allows you to manage that checking. But sometimes when you have staff members, for example, inside your business or inside your organization, you don't need to require confirmation they're added to the mailing list, because you as a president of the corporation want to be able to create a strategic sales team update mailing list, and you can easily do that as well and apply an infinite number of team members from your teams, decentralized teams, or forums or what have you from inside to make that happen. Then you can manage your subscribers. Right now this is a brand new mailing list that has 0 subscribers in it. If I click manage, it's going to go in and I can search for subscribers, which is going to be, you can search by their username, their name, their email address and so on. You can add a subscriber by typing in their email address, their name, and a description of who they are. You can add that subscriber. Or you can go bulk subscribers. You can add subscriber after subscriber where everyone is under one line after another line after another line. So you can take like a big spreadsheet and just throw that in here. Now, if you have a specific spreadsheet like file, you can also upload that file here, a CSV file, and it will then automatically pull in all of the data. You got to merge it. I'll show you how I can do that in another video another time. And then from there, boom, you can now add an infinite number of email subscribers to your list. And you can also inherit a number of subscribers from another subscribers. Let's say you have a PN95 subscriber list and a DL5 subscriber list, and you want to put both these product lines into a, I don't know, wiki product update thing. And so you can inherit all the from different mailing lists and inherit into this one if you want to do that in the future. All these things are at different phases of implementation. If you have specific usage that you want out of your email manager, I want to hear from you. I'm Damien Spalding. I originally designed the software, and I'm managing the teams now that continue the software. And we want to fit this software like a custom glove for you, because we know the better we make it for you is the better we make it for everyone. It's very rare for an organization of this type and of this capability to give you access to the senior level development talent that makes it all happen. So I want to hear from you if there's features you'd like to see added. So for example, right now, the mailing list does not do, let's see here, can't give you your quick metrics to see in a graph form exactly how it's all working, things like that. That's coming down the pipe. But we want to hear from you if you have other things you'd like to see. But let's keep going. So you can now create your mailing list, add your subscribers, remove your subscribers, stuff like that. Because, I should have said, when you search for a subscriber, it'll come up with a list, and you can remove a subscriber as you'd like. And you can also have people click remove from within the emails and all those typical things you'd expect to see from a mailing list management technology. Then you can set up, this is the body content. So if every single mailing broadcast that goes against this mailing list will have, I don't know, P95 update, it will then show this as a subject matter. It is a rich text field. You can bold, you can italicize. We're just getting ready to program all of the really cool table layouts with colors and effects and things like that. That's not in place as of yet, but that's coming very, very soon. More than likely by the time you actually use this software, I can't get rid of this bug. It's really annoying. More than not likely by the time you use this software, you'll have it ready. And then a default unsubscribe text like sorry to see you had to go, blah, blah, blah. You can do that. You can set this as a timed broadcast where it goes out every when let's talk about time broadcast another time, but for example, it will get deeper. But let's say when someone buys from you, you can set this as a broadcast that a broadcast will automatically go out 1 day after, immediately after, 1 week after, 1 year after. So you can set, so this is the mailing list management, and then you can set an infinite number of time broadcasts, one after another. So therefore your client retention, it seems like you're creating for them automatic or manually driven emails for them, but it's actually automated, okay? And then they can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff as you go. So now you want to create a broadcast. So let's say you've now configured this email list as you desire, and you want to now create a broadcast against this. We're going to create a new broadcast, and it will then say, okay, it's going to come in here, and it's going to get a broadcast name, which is just a silly auto-generated something. You can now simply create change this name to whatever you want it to be. It's going to go to the broadcast all website users. It's got a blank one right now. I'm going to get rid of that later. And then a broadcast description that describes this for you. And then, of course, the subject, which if you had put a default subject in your previous screen, this would be filled in for you. Then the actual email content. If you put a default body, this will be filled in for you automatically. And just put in whatever custom field you like. And you can custom merge the username and their full name, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, and so on. And I'll show you how I can do that at a later date as well. There's going to be new buttons and things added soon enough. It'll make that stuff easier. And then, of course, you can create email accessible files and email attachments. So what this means is an email attachment is something that gets directly embedded into the email itself. So you submit it, and then it's part of the email, it goes into their inbox and is as an attachment. If it's an email accessible file, let's say a comprehensive video, something that's too big to fit in an email itself, or something that you'd like to have downloadable, an image asset, things like that, you don't necessarily want to be as an attachment. You can generate it as an accessible file and then have that as a clickable link, and then it'll show up, and then people can do whatever they need to. And you can override the default values as the from address, the reply to address, and the test email address, and you can run a test broadcast. You can test and set your SMTP settings, make sure it's running nicely. Then you can click broadcast now, and it's going to broadcast it to all the subscribers of this email mailing list immediately. That is the picture of DSphere's mailing list technology. I thank you so much for investing some time with me. I am Damian Spalding, and if you would like to be part of the DSphere team, or you have a need you'd like to see fulfilled by the DSphere mailing list management, I would love to hear from you. Here you can see all the outstanding new broadcasts, past broadcasts. You can manage bulk subscribers as well. So let's say instead of just doing something in a certain mailing list, you just want to remove a user from all mailing lists all one shot, so you can do that. Okay, and then general settings, which we can talk about that another time. I just want to give you a brief cursory outline of how to use DSphere's mailing list technology. I look forward to hearing from you. Join us at dsphere.cc. Once again, I'm Damian Spalding. Let me know when you're ready to begin decentralizing your sphere of influence and decentralizing your life.